Hi guys, it's Yana from gloriadieufarm again, and today I'll be talking to you about the Mount Barker Community College coming out to have a look at our farm and the excursion. So let's take a closer look and see what they're learning. So we've done our trial now on the course of view base, where we basically will cross the ramp. Where it depends on, like I said, if you take them all for 4.5 months, they basically go from 45 to 50. Usually the weights are on, the birth weights aren't that heavy. They go from 3.8 to about 4 kilos. You actually want to really select so what we do is when we would go in, catch the lamb, tag it immediately to see who the mum was after there. Okay guys, so just stay tuned and then we'll be talking to you about the orchard side of things.
If we don't have time to sort it, because it depends. Sometimes the weather is extremely hot, and then we concentrate on just getting as much picked. So you can see the amount of kites we have standing around everywhere, because effectively it is getting the food off, and the sorting usually happens in the midday. Then we would have, effectively, we would have boxes, we would have crates standing around here. When we walk out, we'll show you another clip while we're busy sorting. For the group that stays behind, they can have a look there. Now, this was all when you do our sorting out, we would take out, usually we were only able to take out first grade, second grades, because that's the only thing we can basically sell. The rest we would just throw away, actually, just give to the sheep. So it's a lot that basically would have gotten thrown out. For the last 2 years, we've been adding, like you see over there, there's some, you get a chance to taste it now. That's 2 ways of value adding to apricots. Now this is what we would have usually been thrown away, but this is the last that's left for the season. So here what happens is we take out all the different ones, and if you can switch that on there. So this would be running. If we cut for, say, a Perth market, we need to gauge it in sizes. So if you look at the round circle, all of those are set to a different height, which means different sizes get basically sorted out as the apricots run around the circle. So I'll take here a couple of different sizes, and each of you can have the size. So when we're busy sorting here, any rotten ones would go into a bucket down the bottom. Any of these ones would be our processing plate. So effectively it goes like this. You can have a look when the back practice is busy. You know, your hands would go like this because you would be picking different ones out in your heap. So we'll put some through there so you can have a look. And you can all have a play now with this and look at the fruit. You know, again, we could have had to turn this away, but now we can cut away that and use the other half of that to still make chocolate that's usable and sellable at the end of it. So yeah. So she prefers apricots because it works much quicker. But she will tell you exactly what she does, how she does it. She runs it through a water bath and in the oven. She's been doing as well the freeze dried as well. So she'll tell you, and she'll basically get you to taste that as well. So she can tell you there. So it is. There's always jobs in an orchard, and the aim is being able to do that for students like Emily that's still looking for a job, and effectively the water evaporates at -10. So your apricot is still frozen while it's basically being dried, and there's a different taste in the 2 different ways of drying. Now that basically needs to be stored in a foil line, so all the packaging is foil lined inside to keep the moisture off, because it's freeze dry, but the moment it hits up moisture, it will basically go soft again and become like a true fruit. But you'll taste anyway when Emily allows you to taste that.
Okay, so now we're going to go in the orchard and we're going to show the kids how to prune apricot trees. Big thing in food production is chill units. So I don't about 3 to 4 degrees.
Okay, so now we're showing the kids how to prune the apricot trees, so how to leave fruit on the trees but still cut off branches that might get in the way of our tractor or something like that.
But all the new shoots that come out, so anything that has grown this year will have my fruit on at the end of the year. So when I'm pruning, I would basically cut out anything that comes out directly into me because I don't want that. So that goes.
Okay, so the kids are going to have a go at pruning now, and they'll do some practical hands-on activities.
About 12 to 15 kilos. About 12 to 15. So you have it 3 meters apart. 500, I would have been a millionaire. So. But no, each tree produce about that. Now, another guess. How much of those fruit would be good usable fruit? As in
5 kilos. 6.5.
8. So you would be able to pick about 8. And then usually after sorting's done, you would probably get to a 5 of first grade, second grade. And that's exactly why we have implemented the value add to it. Because effectively out of a tree that produces about 12 kilos of fruit, you're only able to sell 5. So it's a massive amount of waste that goes into there. And you still have to pay people to pick it.
So now the kids are just doing some hands-on activity, and so they've all chosen a tree, and so they're all working on the tree as instructed.
Same thing, just cut it all the way down to the base. Yep. Now with your pruners, always keep it 90 degrees. So if you basically twist your pruners like that, you're going to struggle. So as the branches like that, you have to come in 90 degrees to cut it, otherwise your pruners is going to make it really hard.
Could be a job for you guys in the summer, autumn.
Yeah, we always, I always give it's a very good picking income, I can tell you that. It is hard work. We use ladders when we're picking. So we have ladders when we go all the way up. So imagine you're getting good exercise, I can tell you that, while you're going up with those picking bags to pick. But it does give you a really good income, and it's like 2 months of the year. And we always, if there's students that always want a job, we're always willing to give them a job.
Is this one cut off?
Yeah, that one you'll totally cut off. Because it's basically, you look at the tree and you go, those ones, because you want the tree to put all its nutrients into the ones. Yep. Ones that, like that one you cut off, it's too strong for that. So it's going to take off everything, out of there and not leave anything for the tree growing on it. So you're exactly right. The big ones are ones that just need to go off because, yep, you have to cut it off because it crosses. So effectively now you have an idea of what we do and how we do it.
Okay, so now this group is going to do some practical work on their sorting machine and to have a feel of how the picking bags work. Okay, so now the same group has swapped around, and now they are going to have a look at the first videos that I did and learn more about the processing side of the orchard. Almost dehydrated, and then your fruit salad. Here's a little crazy for this one because it's got apples, strawberries, and then through the whole cylinder there is parts of oil, and then the oil heats up very quickly, and so it basically boils all the moisture out of the apricots so that.
Okay, so a lot of work does go into processing these, especially the freeze-dried, because that's hours and hours of cutting apricots in half, and after probably about 10 kilos you've had enough, and when you do 100 or so kilos. So these here are the dehydrated, which are a lot nicer to do, because we just... chicken. So these we just cut up, we cut them in half, take the seeds out, and then we put them through a food processor to slice them really thin, and then they go through a water bath and then into trays in the dehydrator.
So now the kids are just asking questions and they're getting answered.
No, because if you flick them too hard, you don't hit them. You're going to go press the last press red light. Yep, there you go.
Sitting get away with tweeters. The grafts I've done in the first line, some of those who actually picked the
So now we're just finishing with a great lunch, and so I'll ask a few kids a few questions. Okay, so this is Libby, and so Libby, what did you enjoy the trip? Did you enjoy the excursion?
Yes, I enjoyed it very much.
What's your favourite part?
Sorting out the apricots.
Okay, thank you. Okay, this is Sophie. So Sophie, what was your favourite part of being on the farm?
My favourite part was sorting out the apricots.
And did you enjoy the whole excursion?
Yes.
Thank you. This is Ebony. So Ebony, what was your favourite part of being on the farm?
Probably pruning.
Pruning. And did you enjoy this excursion?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay guys, so I just interviewed a few students and the excursion was successful. So that's a wrap for today, and I'll see you next time. So remember, please click the button down below to like and subscribe.